kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Returner looking to make a play here. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense because the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 31.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do.
The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
The sack sets up second down. Single back takes the handoff. They've got him down out near the 40.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
It's third down for the offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On third and short, they hand the ball off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Finds his man, has the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
The Canes pick up enough yardage for a first down. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Short throw complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the second down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
This is the 8th play of the opening drive, and now it's third and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Contact as he let the ball go. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team lets the ball roll dead. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. No chance to catch him.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner looking to create better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last drive was a long march, but it stalled. They came up empty. Can they find the end zone this time? Ball handed off. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Pitches to the back.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tailback takes the handoff again. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
And the Sun Devils begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Second down after that previous play. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
A nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looks right for a quick completion. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Strong game by this quarterback. So the offense clicking now, Kurt, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is showing up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. The short completion of the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That completion makes it second down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And Chris, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to throw again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's got it. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. The Canes come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. Gain moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner is brought down. First down here for this offense. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Back to pass. It's Turner. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up a second down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Out of the gun now on third down. Pass caught. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning, a chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. And the Sun Devils have 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it here. They get him down at the 41, but it's good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back. It's Turner. He's running out of time here. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Boy, after a huge gain on the ground, they come back and throw the football, and the quarterback's on his back. The offensive line's got to do a good job of not just with the run blocking, but taking care of their quarterback and giving him a chance to throw the ball.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pressure coming, and they've got him again. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
So 2 losses in a row puts them in a tough spot, 3rd and very long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He escapes the sack. He's going to pull it down and run. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. He'll hand it off. Spinning out of the tackle. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. The Hurricanes looking to run some tempo here. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. The clock is still running. Have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Looking for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Miami. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. We went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. We finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. Fights through the tackler. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Sun Devils will line up on first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Turner. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He lets it go on the move. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
And Miami offense is back on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Off the play fake on first down. He bought some time, now lets it go. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And that's a solid return after the interception.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
Guys up front line up. It's first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Turner. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Looking right. This one caught. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here. Not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance. But they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And the call is a quarterback sneak.
How about the tall man there getting the first down on 4th down and short? Good job and a good call by the offensive coordinator. Hey, when he's got that kind of length, it's pretty easy for him to find a crease and get up into the air and get that first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, ASU. And they will claim the second half lead.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Are you kidding me? This big a gain on a quarterback scramble? Defensive coordinator better get his defense together because that had to be a blown assignment. There's no way that a quarterback should get out in the open field off of a scramble and pick up those kind of yards.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Linebacker is maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And the Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. And they hand it off to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they will trot out the field goal team here. The field goal is good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And not even a chance to pitch that one. He's brought down in the backfield.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Keeping it on the ground here.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Turner. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Quick throw caught on the left side. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on third down. Now to set up a pivotal fourth down play. Question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Rolling the dice a bit. Up one possession and going for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's swarmed by the pass rush, a sack to end this drive.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Extra point try coming now. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. The Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Chris, positive yards are always going to help you. These guys got a long...
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off of that nice play.
With the catch, it's Proctor. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, positive yards here. Fourth quarter trailing, really close to the 2-minute mark here. But I love the fact he's able to get out of bounds, preserve that clock, and let's see if they can take some shots downfield to get points on the board.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking to throw again. Looking to scramble now. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. They'll have to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains with that incompletion. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown for the U.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves a little bit of time. And now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
So after the touchdown, they'll go for 2 to get within a field goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. This is caught. Could be an important 2-point conversion to get within a field goal during the late stages. Lined up in regular kickoff formation here. 2 timeouts, final minute. I'm not sure they've done the math here. Surprised they're not going for the onside kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Suddenly, this is a 3-point game in the fourth quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Second down play coming up for this offense. To the air, it's Turner. Receiver makes the catch. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
They'll test the right side here. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important second down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.